Hey guys, I'm Ash and I'm the daughter,
I'm Liz, and I'm the mom.
and this is The Lesser Known.
Off the map. For today's episode of Sunday Scaries, Ashlee has quite the setup.
Yeah,
She's taking this to like a whole new level.
Yeah, I decided to be dark and spooky this time. Not really. I couldn't find a place to record, so I'm recording in a garage and the light keeps turning off. So I'm using my phone for light. Figures that would be our Sunday Scary episode.
I know. So now hopefully we have a nice scary story so we can like scare you even more. Let's do Ashlee's experience at the Dewey House.
I think it was in Indiana's Most Haunted, and it's one of like the haunted places. So the Dewey House, if you don't know, is in Valparaiso, Indiana, and it is known for being haunted. Like if you take things from it, you'll get haunted back home. Like things will happen.
Don't move haunted stuff and don't become haunted.
It's like spooky stuff has happened there. So that's kind of that. But the reason that it's haunted is because this guy, Dewey, had a family. I think he had 2 or 3 kids and a wife. And he came home one day from work and he was like really angry about something. And it was right before Christmas. And he decided to kill his whole family and put their heads on stakes and put them outside. And then he hung himself in the barn. And so that is like the story behind the Dewey House.
That's like a formula for a haunting.
Yeah. Too bad it's like a disgruntled haunting because I don't think it's them. I think it's like him.
Oh.
Yeah, that haunts. Because or at least that's my experience. It could have been something else. Maybe
I've heard of
you'll
the
hear
Dewey.
what happens to me. And
Okay,
maybe
I've heard of the Dewey House, but I honestly don't know any of the details. I didn't even know the details you just told me.
Oh.
And I don't know any of the hauntings, like what's supposed to happen or anything. So
Yeah, I don't have anything from anybody else. I just have my story, which was like super spooky. And it's just so crazy, like how, like, okay.
Are you seeing stuff from the garage?
scared.
I know you can't tell. You can't like, you're like, oh, I'm going to go in the garage, turn off all the lights, and then also tell a scary story that actually happened to me.
I think it was my hair. I am like a little scared.
Do you need to turn the lights on? Why don't you go turn the lights on?
No, it's fine. I'm just gonna be spooky here. I'm just like seeing stuff now because I'm like thinking it. Okay, it's fine. No, so we like in high school, we decided to go to the Dewey House. And it like really wasn't my decision. I didn't want to go, but my friends wanted to go. So I'm like, okay, we'll go.
And that is one of the things that like high school kids in Indiana do is like visit the Dewey House.
Yeah, because there's nothing in Indiana. So
right.
So yeah, my friends were like, okay, let's go visit the Dewey House. And I was like, I'm just along for the ride. And at first I was kind of like, okay, I'm going to get out and go look and whatever. But I got scared.
As
we
one
parked.
does.
Yeah. We parked and you have to walk down to it. It's like a quarter mile or something. Like you can't park on the property because they tore down the house and all that's left is like the barn where he hung himself and the silo.
Oh.
And so we parked like a quarter mile down the road and then they all got out and walked. And I was like, I don't know about this. Like, I'm kind of scared. I'm just going to stay back.
Right. Because if you stay in the car, you're by yourself. But if you walk, you're...
I feel like someone else stayed with me because there's no way I would have stayed by myself in the car.
Yeah, no
I don't
way.
remember that part, but I do remember staying because I was like, I am not going now. Like, I'm too scared. They all go, and like maybe 15 minutes later, they come sprinting back. like they're really scared. And I'm thinking, oh my God, what happened? So then we all pile in and we start driving. And when we're driving, it's down like this back road. So there's not light or anything like that. And all of a sudden, like 20 deer come out in a herd and like cross the road. So we have to stop. So we're stopped on this road like that we're trying to get away from. And like I've never seen that many deer in my entire life. And that's what was crazy about it is like it was so many deer.
And like it was keeping you on
Yeah, on that road for like a few minutes. And then we heard like a thud on the back window. And we were like, oh my God, let's go. So we like maneuver around the deer and then we start going. And we get to a gas station and there's a handprint on the outside.
No.
Yeah. There's a hand, like a, because it was like foggy outside, you know? And so there was like condensation on the vehicle. So there was like a handprint on the outside, just like a big handprint.
Wait.
Yeah.
That just made my eyes water.
I know. It was so creepy.
Oh my God.
So I have never had something like that happen before, but that it was so creepy. I think so two things I think it might be. It could be Dewey trying to get us, or it could be maybe like his family trying to run away, which would be sad. I don't know. Like I've never explored that, and I don't remember what they said about being in the house. They just said it was creepy and they saw stuff move.
If they ran out, like I wonder what happened.
Yeah, I don't remember that, and I wish I could remember who I was with, but
unless they just like
remember
freaked themselves out. You know, like when they, you know how like when you go, like
now.
you in this garage right now, you've already freaked yourself out.
I know.
And you're like in a safe little garage, and it's scary.
Yeah, it was really
That
scary.
reminds me of, and we should do this one. Like I know we didn't actually experience it, but maybe if someone has, that you've heard of that road in Indiana where you're supposed to, like a bunch of kids get killed in a railroad track, and then you turn off your car and you're supposed to put powder on the back of your car, and then supposedly the kids push you over the railroad tracks so you don't get stuck on the tracks, and you can see little handprints on the back of your car. That's what that reminds you of.
Yeah, I forgot what that's called, but I did want to do that.
I think that's in Indiana too, right?
Yeah,
it's like something
we talked about Diana the Dunes,
right?
That's in
and
Indiana.
Then our family's house, it was haunted, and I was trying to find that because I know it was in a book, but I couldn't find it. So I could like go, you know, like see exactly what they said, because I know what we've experienced. I haven't experienced anything there, but I know what our family's experienced there, and it's just like I was just hoping I could find it in a book first, so maybe I could like hear, because I think they interviewed them and everything, so it'd be cool to like hear their interviews and then like talk about the house, because we've actually been there and it's like legit haunted. Yeah.
Well, I remember you saying it's in Indiana's Most Haunted, the book.
I thought so, but I was trying to find it and I couldn't find it.
Oh.
It doesn't mean it's not out there. I just like couldn't find it. There was one website I tried to go on where someone was like talking about it, and then it wouldn't let me go on the website. It was like blocked, so I don't know what that was about. Weird. Yeah, my computer just like wouldn't let me do it, so I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just tell what we've heard.
Yeah, it was great grandma, right, who saw or did. Yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of them. I think even Aunt Diane saw stuff. So yeah, good story. That's like freaking scary.
Yeah, it was really scary.
It's like not it's not like a lot of things happen, but the one thing that did happen, that would freak me out for sure.
Yeah, and it was like back roads in general are just scary. They don't have light. So to like see a herd of 20 deer and then hear a smack on the back window, and when you get out there's a handprint. So scary. Yeah.
So again, if you guys have any Sunday scaries, like any ghost stories or anything freaky that's happened to you, please send them in, because it's always fun having a real story, not just something we find on the internet, like something that has actually happened.
Lauren has one for us, so
ooh,
she's gonna send it in. Yeah,
through voice note, or
I don't know yet. I told her she could also just be on it since she's right down the road.
That'd be even more fun, probably.
Yeah.
So we could hear straight from the person.
The source. Yeah.
Straight from the source.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people have stories. I do. They just don't talk about it.
They're just scary.
Yeah.
They're being scary.
All right. So
we'll see you next week for whatever Wednesdays and our next Sunday Scary, whatever that may be.
All right. We'll see you then.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.